Hi everyone, and welcome to my new show. I'm recording this with my Logitech webcam this time, instead of using my iPod Touch to record the video. And I'm using the Podcaster and on my Mac. And let's see if this is any better. The file sizes are slightly smaller, so they take up less room. You can email them. You can upload them to YouTube. You can put them into iTunes. You can watch them on your computer. You could watch them on your iPod or your portable player. And I'm just wondering, what is the point of this? Most people don't even care what I say in the real world. Say something on a computer, it will be memorized forever. Because most people, they know me. Because I've got learning difficulties, because I can't read, because I can't write. Most of the time when I have to say something, I say something and then they ask me, what did you say again? Could you please repeat it again? But they can't quite make out what I'm saying. But if this is on a computer, you can play it over and over and over again. I just wish I had the perfect looks and the perfect singing for the simple reason that it's the same time. I never seem to have the perfect voice. I always got a cold, and always got a sore throat, and always got flu, and always really ill, and always got a headache, always got a migraine. It's like I'm never 100%. What I wanted to dwell about in depth was mental health, and mostly mental health with problems. 1 in 4 people can have a mental health problem. What is a mental health problem? You swear and shout at people, you beat people up, you steal stuff. Isn't that a mental health problem? But then you have, that was only caused because I drank, or that only caused I took drugs, or that only was caused by the other people, not actually caused by myself. But mental health is to do with environment and segregating one individual from the other. If you put a group of normal people and you only socialise with normal people, it's more easier to stay with the rules. But if you actually socialise with other people who have got mental health problems, you start getting mental health problems yourself. I'm starting to get them: paranoia, depression, loneliness, depressed, unhappy. Only they sad lots of losers are my friends now. Not the perfect people I see, walking and happy and smelling and nicey all the time. They're not my social friends. They are. But I'm even noticing, and even in social environments, and you're getting to the point where the conversation stops and no one speaks to each other. You're here. Why are you here? You're not talking to me now, and we're all looking out the window. Are we wondering what stuff to say, or is it just getting to the point where I keep wondering one thing? You keep thinking I'm stupid, but I'm smart enough to record this video and put it up on YouTube. And I'm going to keep using this media, like YouTube and like the internet, to gain the publicity for myself. Why? Because I want to be famous. I want to be a podcaster, working radio, working TV, but no one will hire me for a job. So what I'm doing is creating the platform for myself and creating the job for myself. This video recorder thing is exactly the same as YouTube's one. It's exactly the same as the one on Facebook as well. The only difference is this one's built into the Mac. And what I'm wondering is, every time I recorded a video on this and it's been perfect, Facebook won't upload it, or it's broken. So hopefully this has more ability to record videos. It's handy, you can see yourself on the picture. It has a nice soundbar at the bottom, and it counts down how long you can talk. Going to 5 minutes, and already my head's starting to pound again. For some reason I'm trying to think what to say again. Okay, what else happened? I tried to go back to work and tried a job, so I tried work experience in Oxfam. I found it a bit annoying, a bit repetitive and a bit boring, and it was a bit like, is this all I can do? Why can't I get a real job? Why can't I get paid? One of the most annoying things is when I seem to be giving up my time and doing stuff for other people and I don't get paid. I can go to art class, I can go to craft class, I can go on a walking trip. I'm not getting paid, but that host is. The person who hosts the class, or teacher, or the port worker, or advocate, or whatever logo, or whatever tag you give to that person, it's like they get paid, and I don't. And I keep wanting to figure out how I reverse this. How I am the one who gets paid, and you're the one. It's the same thing. The walking group, hosted by the Staffers Centre. Yeah, I'm going to mention them online. The Staffers Centre is a drop-in centre for people who have mental health problems. When you sign up for the company, they actually give you a seat and go, do you hear voices? I can't remember them all now. But that was the one that really stood out to me. What am I supposed to say? Yes or no? It's the same thing. You will certainly hear voices there. For example, people who have mental health problems are seriously opinionated. One of the rules, and it's one of the common rules of any drop-in centre, any organisation or any company, you can't date a member of staff, but you can't actually be their friend either. And it gets to the simple fact you can't really socialise with them outside the drop-in centre. I'm constantly wanting to break this rule because I'm constantly wanting them to bother more talk to me at this way. Because half the time when I'm in the building, they won't bother to even talk to me at this way. I'm confusing people, I'm losing the point again. So what happened was, okay, Andrew's disappointed he is at a drop-in centre for people with mental health. I really wanted to be a member of staff there, but to dump from member of staff from service, they're called service users in some ways. Okay, and just what's the point? It's not like you can stop and start this. If I hit stop, I'm going to make a video, so it's not like I can. I wish there was just a pause button on this video's capture thing. It would make more sense, but then I keep losing the point I'm trying to make, and then I keep trying to rehash in my head to try and make back the point. It's the same thing. Okay, I just ask it as a simple question. Do you think service users should be able to date members of staff who are volunteers, hosts, or teachers, or whatever they are? Or do you think that rule should still apply? I understand why the rule is in school. When you're in school, and the only time this comes apparent, when I was age 16, I fancied a teacher who hosted the English class. He was an English class teacher. She was 30s, maybe 35, maybe even in the 40s at this rate. For some reason, we never quite found out our age. And I said I would really like to go out with her. For some reason, it's the same thing. But that's just a teacher's course, but he's gone. Well, I'm leaving. I'm going to college anyway. For some reason, I no longer pupil at the school. But she said the rules doesn't apply. For some reason, someone who's, you can't just be a pupil and then switch it and you're a teacher or you're a student. For some reason, that's the same thing. The barrier still applies. I don't understand this rule in some specific ways. For some reason, it's the same thing. But it's almost like you want a relationship with that person. What is the relationship you want with the person? Is it sex? Is it friendship? Is it just meeting someone for coffee and just having a chat with them and just being their friend? Not actually sleeping with them. It's actually what you really want. But it's something you can never attain because you think you want a sexual relationship with them, but you don't want a sexual relationship with them, you just want friendship with them. But you will never have that because of the barrier. Also, there's a huge barrier between age gaps because when you're under the age of 16, if you sleep with someone, that's seriously like child abuse and paedophiles, silly stuff. For them, and that's the same thing. We break the rules under 16. So that's breaking into our 70s of rules and ideas. For the reason it's the same thing. But when you're in a drop-in centre and the host or the port workers 26 and I was 29, and it was getting to the simple fact, you're younger than me and I am older than you. But if you're older than me, you should have more common sense. For the simple reason you still can't have a relationship with me, because it doesn't matter what's the age gap. Doesn't matter what's drop-ins. If you work with one drop-in centre, like I went to the 6th drop-in centre, it was aimed at autistic people, and now I'm with the Stafford Centre drop-in centre. But I still can't have friendships with the people at 6 because I broke one of the rules and got tucked out. And it gets to simple fact, and now with the Stafford Centre, the only trouble is the Stafford Centre is actually getting to the point where it's almost giving me a mental health problem at the moment. I'm only wanting to seek my relationships with members of staff because I know they haven't got the mental health problems. It's the mental health problems that are of them. Many people say you can't prejudge people with having mental health problems. Someone who could have a member of staff could have had a mental health problem in the past and got over it. And our question I seriously wanted to ask, and if you had a mental health problem, how do you get over it? How do you get out of that loop? I got into the tunnel loop of depression and unhappiness and loneliness and depression and unhappiness. I lived with my mum and I lived with my uncle. Then my mum passed away. Then I was given the responsibility of looking after my uncle, all on my own in my flat. I went to home health and social work and other stuff and put more elements of people in to help me because I could not cope doing it on my own. Then when my uncle passed away again, I'm on my own again, and it's a tunnel loop again of social work, occasionally drop-in centres, occasionally courses like Outlook, and looking into Stevenson and looking into becoming a student again, and looking into courses. But I seem to be in this tunnel loop of a person at the moment where I'm going, almost feel like in my friends are what they call losers, the ones who not got a job and not got a career and not got that. But am I the same as someone that can't do it either? I can watch this on a computer, I can record video, I can upload this to YouTube, I can email this to a friend, and it gets to the fact I keep wondering how I can work this and how I can lose this. Because just now I am feeling really down, and it's feeling the simple fact is this is starting to go with the Nottingham like Groundhog Day, and this year is going to be the same as last year, and the year is going to be the same. I need some drastic change. I'm going to go back to college, mostly because I just want to change the environment and a change of people at the moment, because I really need this to go to the simple fact. I need to go somewhere else at this way. Half the time I feel like I want to run away and go on holiday, but I've not got enough money to just go and run away on holiday for some reason. This is the same. But what the hell and heck do you do with all your stuff in your flat? I can give it to my friends and my friends can look after it for a while for some reason. It's the same thing. I could do that for some reason. It's the same thing. But it also means if I could go anywhere in the world and someone gave me a magic ticket, I would go to California. Why? Because I like David Duchovny's TV series. It's also based in that, called Californication. It's set in the same location as California. It's just fictional, so it's David Duchovny from the X-Files, and he was in. I watched him from that, and I watched other things for California, and his other thing is the same thing. I'm a massive fan of Rob Van Dam, and he's one of my favourite wrestlers, and he lives in California as well. So if I could go anywhere in the world, I would go to California. But there's no chance of me meeting the people I actually like who live in California. That's that. So everyone wants to run away to somewhere else, but I don't have the money. I don't have the contacts at the other side for them reason it's the same thing. And it's the same thing. I will never do that for them reason it's the same thing. What I'm really wanting to do is increase my contacts on this, my computer, I am available by Skype, and I'm going to have my Skype at the bottom of this page, so you can Skype me anytime you want to. If you're suffering from the same problems, we can talk them over for some reason and someone there. And if you got FaceTime, I can FaceTime you, and I've got iChat as well. You can iChat me as well. And there's tons and tons of stuff you can go to. We can go to Google Plus and hang out. There's so many tools on the internet where we can video chat and video conference with each other, but I've still not found a social network online on the internet. So hopefully if anybody's watching this YouTube video and found this interesting, you can contact me. All my contact details on my page, because this is what the point of Facebook, YouTube and this is. You're a person on a computer talking to a screen. You can talk to me. I'm available 24/7 on this thing for some reason. It's the same thing. I'm the only one. If you send me a little email and all that stuff, I will eventually get back to you when I find it. So contact me a bit, because I'm coming sad and lonely. This is mostly I'm getting bored with the people in the real world, and please someone on my computer go on singing. The only other thing I wanted to discuss vaguely, and I'm going to do 20 minutes of this because I think I'm going to send everyone to sleep by this way. So I'm giving myself all 4 minutes, so I'm going to go 20. My other friend's done an online dating service to find a date. I looked at online dating services and I sign up for the site, look around, go, that one looks nice, that one looks nice, that one looks pretty, that one looks nice, that one looks pretty. Send them a message, send them a message, send them a message, no one gets back to me. And then you have to fork the site out for money. As soon as they ask for money, I give up with the site and don't actually join them. And it gets to the simple fact, I never managed to find a date from them. Do you need them? And on YouTube, and on Facebook, and on the internet, and on Google Plus, and on so many stuff, Twitter, on, and on so many social networks, and I've been on the internet for 5 years now. 6 years. Yeah, 2005 now, for simple reason that's the same thing. Even I'm getting now, it is 6 years now, for simple reason that's the same thing. It will be 7 the following year. And I've been on this for absolutely ages, and I'm still not had many dates or many relationships. The only ones who seem to like me is gay people, and I'm going, I'm not actually gay, and it gets to the simple fact I'm not actually done it with a guy there, and I would feel uncomfortable doing it with a guy at the moment. Sometimes I do like the touchy-feely things, and sometimes I'm wondering if I'm both ways or not, but it gets to the simple fact, no one else wants to play with me, do they? For the reason it's the same thing. So if you're sad and lonely and you want a girlfriend and you want a relationship, I live in Edinburgh, and I know where the Meadows is, and I know where the Queen's Park is, and I know where the Botanical Gardens is, and we all know where Punter Street is. There's so many locations where we can just go, let's meet in the real world. So we can talk on Skype till we build up a confidence in talking to each other back and forward, and if I like you and if you like me, we can meet up, and it's the same thing. Why hasn't this magically happened? Why am I still sad and lonely and talking to my computer and talking on my own? Why have I got very few followers at the moment? For the simple reason it's the same thing. I'm going to try and concentrate on YouTube. I'm going to try and concentrate on more of them. This is my new video blog diary thing. I'm not much this is just boring me. It's very similar to when I hosted on Justin TV. I did like a show where I talked on webcam for a couple of hours, and I uploaded it to Justin TV Live, and only a couple of people watched it on Facebook. And this is similar, but this is going to be permanently stuck on YouTube, so let's see if it works or not. So this is the end of part 1 of my show, for the simple reason that and it's goodbye with my wavy little hand to say goodbye.